Hi Leos, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Weekly Tarot for the week of December 25th through December 31st. Quick recap of your last week, which will be linked at the end of this video, and your December monthly. Both have the theme of going within, Leos, okay? So there's a lot to be said about that unlocking so much for you, okay? The fact that this card popped out, stepping into the Aquarian age, wishing upon a star, believing in magic, believing in your own magic, Leos. There's something to going within, all right? Now, we are still in Mercury retrograde. It's no better time to go within and tune into your communication with yourself than now, okay? Because we want to be ready for that expansion that is coming on the 30th. So let's do a quick recap here of the astrology, and then we will dive into your reading. Something to emotional fulfillment, especially if you have children, or even nurturing your emotional fulfillment of your own inner child, right? Unlocking, there's so much about karmic shifts, especially when it comes to the material world. And a lot of signs have been getting this. So I'm really getting a strong indication that this week and the next couple weeks are going to be really important for the collective. There's a lot of collective energy. And it makes sense because at the end of November, we had that message from the full moon in Gemini about accepting differences of opinions in order to move forward collectively. And so I'm getting that there is a lot of messages that are going to be seen in the collective, no matter what side of the coin you feel you fall on, right? So whatever that is, let's come together by going within individually, because remember, the more of us that individually do our shadow work, that reflect, that put that, high vibration energy out there, the stronger it will be for the collective to shift from that Capricorn paradigm to the Aquarian age, okay? So this week we have the full moon in Cancer, okay? That is emotional closures to sensitive matters. So there's no surprise that we see the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups here, okay? So this emotional closure that's bringing this new emotional fresh start could be related to childhood and could be related to, again, childhood wounds, childhood nostalgia, take it how it resonates, but definitely something related to childhood that is, or even children, because you did get that Page of Cups too, and that clearly looks like the Page of Cups. But with those emotional closures, we do have optimism. And what's wonderful is we also on the 26th have that Chiron in Aries transit, which is healing insecurities, okay? So Leos, you're obviously meant to shine, that's part of who you are. And so if there are any insecurities, specifically insecurities related to childhood, I think this is the message of going within, right? And healing whatever needs to be healed so that you can shine your light exactly how you want to shine it. And bringing harmonious relationships. And important to have, those energetic boundaries too, okay? But yeah, I'm really excited for all this. But the most exciting thing, I think, is at near the end of the week, that Jupiter going direct in Taurus, all right? All the things that we have been dreaming about, all the things that we have been working on behind the scenes to expand, that expansion starts to be seen in the 3D world, okay? So whatever your thoughts have been, whatever you've been expanding, do be mindful of your thoughts, especially during a retrograde time, right? Not only are there miscommunication and communication breakdowns and mishaps with others, but also with our inner communication with ourselves, all right? And so that takes, letting go of something, releasing something, transforming something, accepting change, and shifting your perspective when it comes to the lessons that Saturn has been teaching all of us, all right? Because remember, Saturn went direct on November 4th. Those lessons, like, it's building our resilience. So I don't remember what sign, I think it was Aquarius last week, I told them, like, instead of seeing how all of this is, trying to, like, push you down, switch your perspective to see how you're building your resilience and strength to take you to a level that you've never been before. All right. So that's the shift that you want to see in your perspective, Leos, especially when we have the energy for this week. It's heavy energy, but I'm hoping that a lot of you get to have some downtime. Yeah, also it could be related to mother energy, like nurturing yourself too, like, or a Pisces, but such strong focus on nurturing mother energy, and that there's something in your subconscious. So that full moon is probably going to really be mindful of your dreams. That full moon is probably going to have your subconscious speaking to you through dreams, okay? Or even random thoughts. Like if you get just random thoughts during this Mercury retrograde, you're like, where'd that come from? Write it down and, you know, piece it together, okay? But very specifically your dreams. Definitely pay. Yeah, my goodness. This is like one of the most powerful messages after like I've said something I've ever seen. Spend time in your dreams. The moon, your subconscious, your intuition, all right? Your dreams may have answers for you. There's going to be some wild dreams. So if you do, like I said, write down everything, okay? Even things you might think are insignificant in a dream, you know, the color, the building that you see, you know, the people that you're interacting with, what are they wearing? What are you, like, do you know what you're wearing? Like the mood, the time of year, like all of those things, you know, write down, like, I'm highly advising you, Leos, to have a notebook and a pen next to you when you are in bed and write those dreams down, okay? And honestly, pay attention to your daydreaming too. What is your daydreaming telling you? You know, when your thoughts, like when you're at work and your thoughts trail off to somewhere, where are you going? Okay? Because it's all very important leading up to Jupiter going direct, all right? We are expanding what we have been reflecting on. All right, so let's get into it. What do we got for Leos for December 25th through December 31st, 2023? Yeah, it's going to lead to liberation, and liberation that leads to empowerment. And when you empower yourself, you empower others. Like, this is the energy we want from all the lessons that Saturn has been teaching us, okay? And what I love about this is the Queen of Wands is ruled by Pisces and Aries. She's not afraid of water and fire and mixing them together, okay? She knows that she can. And this is just feeling empowered and generous and optimistic. Like, this is what we want at the close of 2023, heading into 2024. And also, too, what's interesting is 2024, once we get to the Lunar New Year, it's the year of the dragon, okay? So you're gonna, I feel like fire signs are really gonna be fired up, right? And ready to charge forward. So that's really exciting to see. But seeing this on the bottom of the deck makes me so happy, because I really do think this is where you are heading, Leo, okay? Wow, lots of 2 energy. Interesting, 2 and 2 make 4. All right, let's dive into it. So like I said, I do really honestly get an indication of like the pieces coming together, okay? Last week's energy coming into this week is the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups is ruled by Venus in Cancer. So like I said, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, this Cancer full moon on the 26th is going to be very powerful. Could also be related to a Cancer in your life, okay? So take it how it resonates. But we are going to wait to clarify this, because that will help us indicate on how this relationship energy is coming into this week. Now, this week is the 2 of Coins, all right? This is, you know, the concept of multitasking and juggling a lot, but being, you know, steady as she goes. What's that one song? Steady as she goes. That's the kind of energy that you want right now, because you are going to have to, let's say you're starting your own business, but you have your 9 to 5, right? You're going to have to, you know, go to work, and then after work on your passion project. It's that kind of energy, but you're focused and motivated. And so, like I said, we're in Capricorn season, Capricorn coin, and Jupiter is right here. So obviously this is ruled by Jupiter and Capricorn, but this is telling me that the expansion coming with that Jupiter direct in Taurus in Capricorn season is going to energetically make huge shifts. Like, you can make huge, huge, huge progress, okay? So this week is really all about utilizing your time and energy well to stay focused on where you're going. So this is also fascinating. So if you can see, wow, this literally could not, like, this is making the hairs on my arm stand up. Okay. Like this water, so they're moving away from this relationship, it's like they're even in the same water. Like, look how that matches up, okay? And they're heading toward the Four of Wands next week. Now, the Four of Wands is ruled by Venus in Aries, so more of your fire energy. And so it's interesting because this is water and this is fire, and you're moving towards the love that brings like that fire energy out in you. And so it's very connected to what I was saying about fire signs starting to feel that fire within them, right? Continue to grow, and situations that are going to allow that fire to, like, I'm getting, heads turning, right? So this is really about like success and celebration, celebrating your accomplishments and your success. So like I said, like you are moving towards success, okay? So please, please, please utilize the energy of the Two of Coins. The holiday season is really draining for a lot of people. We're energetically, collectively drained, right? But there's something to knowing where you're going and moving towards that instead of staying stuck in the past. So let us clarify this to see what that means. Because also like the Four of Wands, like is always my message of like, what are you focusing on? Okay. Are you focusing on the Capricorn paradigm that's crumbling, or are you focusing on the Aquarian age that's trickling into our lives? Okay. Like that's the biggest message out of that. So let's clarify the Two of Cups last week for Leos. Why is the Two of Cups here last week for Leos? Also, Leos, if you do like this reading, please do like the video, comment if it resonates, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. It definitely does help the algorithm so that my channel is more visible. And also a thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm close to 444. It's one of my favorite numerical synchronicities, so I'm excited for that 444. So if you're not subscribed, get me to 444 so I can do a little celebrating for myself. All right, let's see, where is that? Oh, yeah. A message about going within, Leos. Okay, and this is ruled by Virgo, but this is all about remembering that the journey is the destination. And so there is something, there is something related to a relationship that you need to reflect on, okay? Could be also like connected to a Virgo, so take that how it resonates, but there's something to going within right now that is connected to this relationship. And I'm not going to end it there. Let's get a two. All right, one more clarifier for the Two of Cups last week. Why is there Two of Cups here last week for Leos? There's an MGMT song. I talk about them a lot. But there's an MGMT song called Introspection. And it really is about that, like introspection. What am I really like inside? Introspection. So listen to that song if you can, but there is something to like going within and seeing something so strongly to like, this is a really important relationship too, but there is something to balance, right? And balancing the scales, and maybe the scales have been off balance in a relationship. But what I think is most important here with this, what the Lovers card this week has really been telling people is generally it's about, enjoying the contrasts and differences in our relationships, right? That's that full moon in Gemini that I was talking about at the end of November. Like that's that type of energy. But really it's the projection, the reflection. You know what I mean? Like I see this as like almost like the mirrored projection, this inner light that shines down. And from that, that's where you're going to spark this Ace of Wands. So it's bringing back into balance some very important relationship in your life that is going to ignite this. And that's what I think is taking you to that Four of Wands. All right. Let's clarify the Two of Coins. Also, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you will get notifications when I'm posting those shadow videos, because I am going to be working on those during the holidays. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So, and again, this move, I'm sure you saw that it fell onto the Four of Wands. You got the Six of Swords clarifying the Two of Coins. Like you are really moving away from something. And this is a turning point when it comes to being in control of your own destiny. All right. This is ruled by Mercury and Aquarius. And so I think that Aquarian age could really be influencing you on how you think about your personal situation, your financial situation, your relationships, but you are moving whatever this is, you are moving away from it. So if there was something last week connected to relationships that really affected you, you're moving away. Like, it's like, you know that this chapter of your life is done and you are moving to calmer waters. And again, the water. Like, this is like, sometimes the tarot, the tarot tells a story, right? Like, that's why everybody connects to it so easily. But like, this is like really telling a story. There were two here, and then it's one, and you're moving and taking charge of your life. Wow. Yeah, and swords are communication, you know what I mean? And so again, like, this could be like, we learned a lesson in our relationships with how we communicate to others, how we communicate to ourselves, okay? Wow, yeah. Very cool. Okay. But you're moving towards the Four of Wands, and that is amazing. So let's clarify that Four of Wands. What a great way to start the new year, right? I mean, this is like, I'm happy because, you know, you've had some tough love tarot readings the past few months. So I really love seeing this like light, like, even though it's like, you know, balancing a lot of work, having the sense of knowing like where you're going. That's amazing, but that's too many. Having the sense of knowing where you're going, it's that boost of confidence and motivation. Interesting that it's falling right there. Okay. Wow. Leos, this is honestly one of your best readings ever. And don't forget though that your shadow side, that burnout, okay? So while I was talking about that, I did think about, you know, when you're juggling things, you got to make sure you balance that with plenty of time to rest, okay, but not too much time to rest. Do you know what I mean? So it's like really important to have that balance. And honestly, like, that Virgo energy could really help with that. But this is amazing because this is ruled by Jupiter, okay? And Jupiter goes direct this week with this energy of moving away from something, all right? And the wheel turning in your favor. Because with the Four of Wands, the wheel is turning in your favor. This is destiny, good luck, right? It's also using your awareness and understanding of the cycles to work toward your benefit. So like I said, when we're in retrograde, that's the time to focus within, right? To go within. And then the closer we get to that expanding Jupiter, of course, we're going to want to start applying that stuff and expanding it. This is amazing. I hope you're excited. Like, this is, I'm not even saying that because I know like some tarot readers can be clickbaity, but like when I say like literally best reading I've ever seen in a really long time, I mean it, okay? So let's get an empowering question. Well, that was easy. And this will also be for next, like really important for next week. So reflect on this week into next week. Is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? What larger entity am I a part of? Yeah. So if you're holding on to something, this is perfect. Like I said, 2024, boom. You know what I mean? Like that Jupiter direct, we're going to all feel that, and we're going to feel it really strongly. So that fire is igniting though, Leos. Get excited, do the work, have an amazing, successful week ahead. Okay, Leos?